Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the news postcard on TayNinhTV with some last events in our province as well as nationwide. And now we come into details. Ladies and gentlemen, on May the 25th of 2024 marks the 50-year journey of the building, fighting and growing of the Ninh provincial border guard. Over the past half-century, the generations of officers and soldiers of the Ninh border guard have always been steadfast in staying in the front line and maintaining the peace at the border, making an important contribution to the cause of firmly protecting the fatherland. Attending the 50th anniversary of the Ninh border guard's traditional day, there were Deputy Minister of Justice Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc, Major General Trần Ngọc Hữu, Deputy Commander of Vietnam Border Guard and Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of the Ninh Provincial People's Council Nguyễn Mạnh Hùng, Acting Chairman of Provincial People's Committee Nguyễn Hồng Thanh. Speaking to reveal the tradition, Colonel Lê Văn Vĩ, Deputy Secretary of the Party Committee and Commander of the Ninh Provincial Border Guard, affirmed the generation of the Ninh Border Guard have gone through the years of steadfastness, participating in the struggle to protect the territorial sovereignty and the national border security. The achievements of the generations of officers and soldiers have contributed to continuing the glorious tradition of the Vietnam People's Army in general and the Border Guard in particular. At the ceremony, Acting Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee Nguyễn Hồng Thanh praised the achievements that the Provincial Border Guard has achieved. At the same time, he emphasized the requirements of the task in the coming time. I request the Ninh border guard to continue to promote the glorious tradition for 50 years, strengthen solidarity, maintain discipline, promote responsibility, and be determined to firmly protect the sovereignty, territorial integrity, and border security. Continue to excellently complete the side tasks and contributing to building a peaceful, friendly, cooperative, and developed Vietnam-Cambodia border, building to develop rapidly and sustainably. At the ceremony, the Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee and Chairman of the Provincial People's Council Nguyễn Mạnh Hùng represented the Ninh Provincial Border Guard with a banner of the Provincial Party Committee, the People's Council, the People's Committee, and the Vietnam Violent Front Committee with the words of loyalty, solidarity, proactiveness, and creativity for the cause of protecting sovereignty and border security. On this occasion, the Ninh Provincial Border Guard and one individual were also honored to receive a certificate of merit from the Prime Minister from their outstanding achievements in combating and preventing the sale and transportation of explosives across the border. The Border Guard Command and Chairman of the Ninh Provincial People's Committee also commended many other collectives and individuals for their outstanding achievements.
On the afternoon of May 26, Minister of Finance Nguyễn Văn Thắng shared an online conference to solicit opinions on legal documents to implement the party and state policies on promoting decentralization, delegation of power, and reorganization of local government at two levels in the financial sector. At TayNinhTV Provincial Bridge, there were acting chairman of the Provincial People's Committee Nguyễn Hồng Thanh, along with leaders of provincial departments, branches, and People's Committees of district, towns, and city. The Ministry of Finance introduced the main contents of 5 decrees and 7 circulars to implement the centralization, delegation of power, and assignment of authority according to the two-level local government model in the fields of department investment, budgeting, asset requisition, land finance, tax management, prices, etc. Representatives of localities and a number of central agencies gave many comments on the relevant decrees and circulars. The Ministry of Finance has also fully observed the opinions of the delegates to complete the legal documents to ensure quality, meeting the decentralization requirements set by the party, state government, and Prime Minister.
Implementing the Prime Minister's directive on strengthening the fight against smuggling, trade fraud, and counterfeit goods in the new situation, the People's Committee of the Ninh Province has directed the comprehensively requiring the drastic and synchronous participation of the departments, branches, and localities, and the members of the Steering Committee for the fight against smuggling, trade fraud, and counterfeit goods at all levels in the province. Accordingly, the People's Committee of the province has clearly identified the motto of action of SIG Clear, including the clear people, clear work, clear time, and clear responsibility, clear products, clear authority with the goal of handling thoroughly, not allowing the extension of hotspots on smuggling, trade fraud, and counterfeit goods in the area. A special task force has also been established with the task of launching a peak period for attack and the freeze fight to push back the violation in the fields of counterfeit goods, trading, and infringement of the intellectual property rights. Propaganda work is also focused on and promoted with the goal of raising the people's awareness, not participating in or assisting in the wrongdoings. The Provincial Abuse Committee requests departments, branches, and localities to properly perform their side functions and tasks, coordinate closely, avoid the overlapping commission of responsibilities, and not allow the legal gaps in the work of preventing, combating smuggling, trade fraud, and counterfeit goods.
Germantown Landfront Development Center has just coordinated with the Peace Committees of Angton, Lộc Hưng, and Lộc West, localities where the expressway passes, to organize a conference to consult people on the compensation, support, and resettlement plan for the expanded area of Ho Chi Minh City Mộc Bài Expressway project. This is the second consultation period, aiming to record feedback from households affected by the expanded area after the official marking of the expressway. According to information at the conference, Ho Chi Minh City Peace Committee has approved and officially marked the project, handing over the boundary to TayNinhTV province. This had led to the emergence of some additional affected areas, involving more than 150 households in Germantown. At the conference, the majority of people expressed their agreement with the proposed plan. Some opinions related to compensation prices and procedures of adjusting land use rights certificates were also answered and explained clearly by the center's leaders at the conference.
And ladies and gentlemen, when the summer knocks on the door, it is also the time when the urban people start looking for the cool destinations to avoid the heat and they recharge their batteries after the busy working days. And there is no need to go far. Right in the middle of the city, there are fruit gardens full of fruits that always open and welcoming the visitors to visit, experience, and enjoy the sweet taste of land and the sky. This is one of the many fruit gardens in the townwards of the city, which are carefully tended, just like greenhouses in the heart of the city. And they are plum garden, rambutan, mangosteen, and dairy, etc. And these fruit gardens usually have a bumper harvest from now until the end of September. Coming to her garden, visitors who like to eat the Thai rambutan or rambutans usually have it. And our family also has a few mangosteen trees also. Just buy an entrance ticket and you can freely enjoy the fruits in the garden. And with an entrance fee of only 40,000 Vietnam dong for adults and completely free for children, visitors can see the beauty of the fruits with their own eyes, pick them to enjoy their delicious flavors, as well as immerse themselves in the fresh, cool atmosphere. This is the first time I have been able to pick fruits in the garden like this. I have never had the opportunity before, and picking ripe fruits in the garden myself, I find them much fresher and more delicious. And this is also an opportunity for my family to relax and gather together here. I want my children to experience natural scenes like this. At home, the children often use their phones a lot, so I want to take them outside to get closer to nature. In the context of increasingly modern and healthy life, many people tend to return to nature, to return to simple and authentic values with the cool green spices, fruit-laden trees, and the friendliness of farmers. The food gardens in Taynan are becoming an ideal meeting place for those who want to be closer to nature to enjoy a relaxing spot right in the middle of the hustle and bustle of city life. The Micronutrient Day, which is placed on June the 1st and the 2nd every year, is an important activity to raise public awareness of the role of the micronutrients in health, especially for the young children. Micronutrients include the vitamins and minerals that are essential for the body. Micronutrients deficiencies can cause many serious health problems such as hypogonadism and anemia, problems with the intellectual and physical development. In particular, vitamin A is an essential micronutrient that helps to strengthen the immune system, improve the vision, and support the children's development. Vitamin A deficiency can lead to many serious health problems such as xerophthalmia, vision loss, and increased risk of infections. And therefore, on June 1st and 2nd of 2024, the parents should take their children aged from 6 to 35 months old to drink vitamin A according to the instruction of the Commun World Health Station where they reside. Since the beginning of the year, the Department of Education and Training of the province has proactively and synchronously implemented many solutions to strengthen the dissemination and education of law in the schools, and thereby it has contributed to improving the legal knowledge for the students and the pupils, the teachers and education managers across the province.
The Department of Education and Training of TayNinhTV has issued complete guidance documents and plans to implement the dissemination and education of law on the entire sector. At the same time, it has closely coordinated with the Department of Justice in organizing legal propaganda activities and legal knowledge competitions for union members, youth and students. Many cultural, artistic and sports activities have also been organized, creating a healthy environment, contributing to preventing social evils and educating students to develop comprehensively.
And ladies and gentlemen, the Linh Sơn Thánh Mẫu Festival is the national intangible cultural heritage held annually on the 4th and the 5th and the 6th of the 5th lunar month. This is one of the festivals with many unique and meaningful features in the cultural and religious life of the Ninh people in particular, and the people of the South in general. And ladies and gentlemen, the Linh Sơn Thánh Mẫu or the Linh Sơn Godmother Festival is a national intangible cultural heritage. This year, visitors can worship, explore the live market, offer lanterns and many large-scale spiritual and cultural activities on this occasion on the Ba Đen Mountain from May the 30th to June the 1st. According to annual practice during the days of the Linh Sơn Thánh Mẫu Festival or the Linh Sơn Godmother Festival at the Điện Ba area located halfway up the mountain, the people and visitors will be able to participate in traditional rituals such as noon worship, Ba Đen announcement ceremony, and the 10 types of offerings, along with the art programs in bud with the cultural identity of the people, such as the bóng rối dance or the folk songs or performances. On the day of the festival, the people come here, visitors from far away come here to make the pilgrimages. And first to visit the temple, the mountain, offer offerings to the Lady, the Godmother, and pray for the good things for their families and themselves also. On the occasion of the Lady's Festival or the Godmother Festival this year, on the top of Ba Đen Mountain, many unique cultural activities will be held, especially the Leaf Market, a specialty market of the Ninh famous for its unique way of buying and selling goods with leaves. A representative of Sun World Ba Đen Mountain said that this year, the leaf market will create a sense of the old village markets with the thatched stones, girls wearing áo bà ba or a kind of the folk clothing, and wearing scarves, and many folk games will be also held around the market. Its visitors, when passing through the cable car tickets gate to the top of Ba Đen Mountain, will be given a better lift to buy food and drinks with a variety of dishes from traditional to modern. And it is considered a special experience unique to TayNinhTV tourism. And on the evening day of May the 31st or May the 5th of the lunar calendar, the grand ceremony of the offering lanterns to celebrate the anniversary of the Linh Sơn Great Mother will also be held solemnly at the square at the foot of the statue of Buddha Tây Bồ Đà Sơn. And here thousands of flower lanterns will be lit. Each flower lantern with a wish on will fly the Mexico, sacrifice for the highest mountain in the south. The statue of Tây Bồ Đà Sơn represents the compassion and salvation for all the living beings, and it is the symbol of Ba Đen, and at the same time, the incarnation of Quang Thế Âm, and the statue of Maitreya Buddha, the symbol of joy, happiness, and joy. On this mountain is a symbol of spirituality, compassion, joy, and goodness, and these are special things that cannot be found anywhere else. The last day of the Ladies' Festival this year is also coincides with the International Children's Day, June the 1st. Many sites of this day will also be held on the top of the Badang Mountain, bringing the children and their families a joyful and vibrant atmosphere on the roof of the south of Vietnam. And on the morning of May the 26th, the Provincial Youth Union organized the final round and awarded the prizes for the 2025 English Olympic contest for the students and people. After qualifying rounds for more than 12,000 candidates across the province, the organizing committee selected the 20 best candidates to move on to the final round. And in the final round, they were divided into two groups, and primary and secondary. The candidates demonstrate their English talents through two rounds of competition, Math Talent, using their raw talents to interview their hometown talent, and the personal opinion round, drawing laws and speaking, expressing the personal opinions on a topic given by the organizing committee. At the end of the event, the contest with the first prize is the primary category went to contestant Phan Nguyễn Phúc Hân, Đá Hàng Primary School of Royal District, and the first prize in the second category went to the contestant Nguyễn Ngọc An Hòa of Thị Trấn Secondary School of Châu Thành District. It is expected that the categories for high school students and pupils and the categories for university students of the contest will be held next September. Starting from the ideas of reducing the baggage waste from the sugarcane just goes into the environment. Three teachers and the students of Hoàng Văn Thụ High School in Châu Thành District, Tây Ninh Province, have researched and created a useful and environmental-friendly products.
The project of Miss Nguyễn Thị Lương, biology teacher, along with two students, namely Bùi Bằng Luận, class 10H1, and Nguyễn Huỳnh Nhi, class 10A3, Hoàng Văn Thụ High School won first prize in the Provincial Technical Innovation Contest, Middle School and High School, school year of 2024-2025. After more than 5 months of research, Miss Lương and the students have successfully created learning tools and toys for preschool children made from burgers. To create products from sugarcane burgers. Miss Lương and her students went through many steps such as repairing raw materials including sugarcane burgers, natural adhesive, natural colors and other necessities, then drying and rinsing the sugarcane burgers, mixing it with adhesives and natural colors, shaping the product with a mold and compacting it, drying the product under the sun and tracking the finished product.
On May the 24th, the announcement and award ceremony for the team participating in the Huawei ICT competition of 2024 and 2025 took place in Shenzhen City, Guangdong Province in China. This is the year competition that Vietnam has the 9 students participating in. All 9 students won the high prizes. Of Ho Chi Minh City National University, Academy of Post and Telecommunication Technology, Academy of the Photography Engineering, and FPT University divided into the 3 combating groups. According to the results, the group of the student Lê Như Quỳnh, Đinh Hoàng Anh, Post and Telecommunication Institute of Technology, Nguyễn Lê Hồng Khanh of Hanoi University of Science and Technology won the 3rd prize in the network practice category. The group of students Mai Thị Phượng, Nguyễn Tú Kiên of Post and Telecommunication Institute of Technology, Dương Văn Hiệp, FPT University won the 2nd prize in the computer category. The group of students Bùi Quốc An, Psychography Engineering Academy, Đào Văn Khoa of Post and Telecommunication Institute of Technology, and Trần Hải Đăng University of Science and Technology of Ho Chi Minh City National University won the 1st prize in the cloud computing category. I feel responsible for inspiring the female students in the technology industry, and I feel that the Vietnamese students are completely capable of standing in the international arena to compete with their peers globally. Regarding this competition, I find it a useful and interesting playground and learn more about the new technologies. I see this a great opportunity and stepping stone for us to develop our careers as well as support us in our personal projects, helping us in the future. The Huawei ICT competition has become an annual competition event for the students around the world, creating a platform for international exchange and learning, helping the students improve their knowledge and practical skills in the field of information and communication technology, stimulating innovation in the application of the new technologies and new platforms to promote the development of science and technology and building an inclusive digital world also. And ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today at TTV News. Thank you for being with us, and goodbye for now.